think we're getting a
I
divorce.
think we're done. So I left her and I started on this spiritual quest. And I did some really bizarre things. An early workshop. I went to Josh. I'm living in New York, right? I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New York Jew. Fully embodied. And I went to Joshua Tree with actualizations.
That's really different.
And so we're in the workshop, and the leader says, "Okay, go out and hug a tree." And I'm like, "Nah, I don't think so. I am not going to go out and hug a tree. What am I going to get from hugging a tree?" So I had a lot of resistance, and I had a lot of the judgment voice to all of these spiritual leanings and things I had to open up. Meanwhile, I'd come home and, I'd be producing commercials, and I'd be, and then I started to think, well, if I'm doing all this spiritual work and looking at my love, would it permeate into the film I was doing? Just because I was holding, I always sort of believed in woo-woo content. It always kind of fascinated me. And I thought, okay, well, if I'm on a spiritual quest and I go onto the set, and we're talking about, everything we have here, wide shot wires, mics, blah, 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 camera angles. But because I'm doing this work, will it show up on the screen energetically?
That is so interesting.
I know.
Because, well, there are so many people who separate spirituality from the work they do for money, and discovering that they are not mutually exclusive. That's our life. We're supposed to really be integrated, get up in the morning. We are who we are, whether we are, talking on a microphone, drinking our water, hugging a child, hugging a tree, working, digging a ditch. Whatever it is we do, if we bring that with us, it creates a seamlessness. So did you feel any kind of change in the work you were doing? Not from internal, but anything external start reflecting that to you, you think?
Advertising is a business.
Yeah.
So not really, but that didn't bother me so much.